Ask something. Ask something. No, like for real, ask us something, cause how is we supposed to know you got problems? Shit, look, take my advice with a grain of salt. Whether you use it or not, hey, that's your call. I never said I give good advice. Matter of fact, I give hood advice. So think twice when you ask me something. Say it with your chest, motherfucker, stop frontin'. Got questions about your relationship? Better ask a professional, cause I don't know shit.
You got questions and need advice? Ask some. Go ahead, say what's on your mind. Ask some. You got questions and need advice? Ask some. Ask some. Stop frontin'.
Thumbs up. What up? It's Dashy, and welcome to another Ask Something. As always, my homie,
Me.
Sport.
Yeah.
And you know what? Since I always go first, I want you to go first this time. Back and forth.
You throwing me to the lion's nest first?
Back and forth.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? All right. So this first question is from Jessica Boydstown.
How you doing, Jessica?
Her Twitter is That Kid Jess. Question B. I want my boyfriend to be more aggressive in all ways.
Hey.
How can I hint that I want a more rough relationship?
Udo.
Well, kudos to you for being so forward. You know, you don't find too many girls very forward like that. Just telling them, you know, choke me a couple times, you could pull my hair, or
that's what's up.
Throw me down the stairs, whatever the fuck works, you know?
That's what's up.
So first and foremost, I applaud you. Just be open. I mean, obviously you're open on Twitter, which is obviously for all to see on a social networking site. I'd probably tell you to take a step forward and do the same thing. Tell them, you know, like, I really like you. I'm super attracted to you. I want to take this to the next level. These are the things I like. Because by doing that, that allows him to tell you what he likes. So if he could find that physical and sexual attraction like that, to where the two of you are enjoying each other, and if you like to get choked a little bit and whatever whatever the fuck you like to do, just be real with him. Tell him, this is what I like. Because obviously if you're going to be in a relationship with someone and you like them, and if you want to see it last, you have to be open. You got to communicate. That's the biggest thing. You have to communicate with them, and you have to be honest. Because if you're not being honest with them, you're not being honest with yourself. So that's my 2 cents with that. What you got to say?
I'm just going to throw a couple things in there. Number one, some people say, oh, sex is not that important. Sex is important in a relationship. And also, like, you know, let's say you do bring this up to him and he's like, oh, you know, like, that's cool, but I'm not really into that. Then it's like, then you know you guys gotta come to like some kind of common ground, or do, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like not every night, maybe y'all gonna have like a freaking night, like every Thursday or something like that. But y'all gotta come to some kind of agreement, because I'm sure that you don't wanna like not be with them just because of that, you know. So you guys gotta come to some kind of agreement when it comes to that. And I'm sure, you know, maybe he might be a freak too, and you just didn't know it. So you know what I'm saying, or maybe like in the middle of like next time y'all doing something strange, maybe you could be like pull my hair or something like that. Be like, what the motherfucker pull my hair? And then, you know, maybe he'll like get into it, and then, you know what I'm saying, so just kind of go for it and see what y'all get, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? I think that was pretty.
Yeah.
My fake friend. This is from Esteban Samudio. That's a cool name, man. Mr. Samudio. Like, he needs to be like a boss somewhere. Like, hey, Mr. Samudio, can I take a break? No, motherfucker. It says, my fake friend keeps bugging me. He was mean, and I gave him a lot of chances. How do I tell him, get the fuck out my life? If you have a friend of yours, well, you said he was fake right from the beginning, so obviously y'all not real friends. But maybe, I guess, you don't have a lot of friends, so that's why you kind of keep him around, you know, because like you'd rather have a shitty friend than no friend. And you know, he's being mean to you, like, you know what I'm saying, maybe he like call you names or something, like, and then he'll be like, I'm just playing. He not playing. That motherfucker mean it. He's an asshole. I think you need to stay away. Just tell him honestly, be like, look, man, like, I have fun hanging out with you and everything, but like, I don't think, like, you know what I'm saying, like, we should be friends no more. And, you know, of course, he's not going to take that, like, well. He's not going to be like, all right, no doubt, I feel you. But you know what I'm saying? Just approach him about it. Let him know how you feel, and you know, and take it from there. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Do you think?
I mean, you say fake friend, so
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be a reason why you don't look at him as obviously someone you could respect.
Yeah.
And I guess he's reciprocating it the same way you think about it, because
That was a big word.
it was reciprocate. Look that motherfucker up. But I guess in some sense he's treating you the same way you would probably treat him. So with that being said, he probably doesn't look at you as a friend either.
Yeah.
So I mean, there shouldn't be a lot of thought process involved. I mean, when you have to consider what step to take to tell someone how you feel, it's when you sincerely care about somebody. But you're basically telling us that he's fake. You don't consider him a friend. He's annoying as fuck. You don't want to waste not one more moment thinking about this. Just fucking be like, yo, back off. You know, fuck you. Go, you know, shove your fucking face up your ass.
Keep
whatever.
it real.
Be fucking real.
That's it.
That's it. He's whack. It is what it is.
You know how people, real quick, let me throw this in, because you know how, like, you could give him hints, but then, you know, you have those people that are like, man, you could have just told me you didn't want to hang out with me. So fucking just tell them you don't want to hang out with them.
That's it.
And
No
then
filter.
when you do tell somebody, then they'll be like, oh, that's fucked up. You can never please nobody. But look, tell that motherfucker, yo, go find some new friends, do your thing, because you bad for my health.
For the what?
Health.
All right, so this next one from Mando.
Mando?
Mando.
He a Mando?
He a Mando.
Okay.
That's how we
I
did
see you.
Ebonics and shit.
Yeah.
All right. Twitter is Rios Nation.
Yeah.
So, question is, I have a depressing ex. She acts like we are friends. She wants me to be there, but I don't want to do that. What do I say? Well, that's tough. Because let's be real. A lot of us who have been in many numerous relationships, there's always a piece of us that stays with them and vice versa. You know, so you're always going to have a little bit of, you know, you care about them, a little bit of feelings involved. It's going to be tough because obviously you don't know, you can't consider what route to take to tell her, like, look, you know, it's enough. You don't want to get to the point where you're going to be so overly frustrated that you're going to hurt her feelings. I mean, obviously you two are not together for a reason. So some people have to rely on others because they can't get over the fact that something has ended and you have to move on in life. Obviously, she wants to be friends with you because she still wants to keep you in her life. So my question is, who broke up with who? If you broke up with her, then obviously she's still not okay with that and she wants you to be her friend. Or it could be the other way around because some people, man or woman, want their cake and eat it too. So it's kind of like, I'm breaking up with you, but I'll see you next week for that basketball game.
For real.
It doesn't work like that.
Sure don't.
So if you're going to be in a relationship and if it ends, then everything has to end with it, because if not, you can't move forward and have another relationship and a healthy one with somebody else. It's just going to fuck up everything in your social life too. So just tell her, look, I don't think this is right. We're not together for a reason. We should both move on. I wish you the best of luck. That's it.
I mean, I couldn't have said that shit better myself.
You didn't. That's why I said it.
Can I just reiterate?
Go ahead.
Basically, what he's trying to say is, if you're trying to move on and get other relationships and this bitch around, then the next bitch gonna be like, yo, why you still with the ex bitch?
And a lot of girls, girls don't like that shit.
They
And guys
sure
don't like that shit either. Because let's be, another real thing is that there's no such thing as a platonic relationship. That's another big word. Platonic relationship.
Sounds like plátanos a little bit. Plátanos.
Plátano relationship.
What?
Okay? Basically what that means is a man and woman cannot be friends. It doesn't happen like that.
Very rare. It's very rare.
It doesn't happen.
Not even nerds?
No.
Like Pokemon?
It's like Chris Rock said, you know, like
Pokemon.
when you're in that friend zone, sometimes it's hard to get out, but there's always a percent that you're just that dick in a glass jar and she'll just break it in case of an emergency. That'll one point happen.
Chris Rock
reference.
That was very, yeah.
And it's that's the thing. There's no such thing as being friends with a female or being with the opposite sex, and it never works. So whoever tells you, oh, you're just my friend, it's either A, they don't find you attractive, they never want to fuck you, or they want to fuck you, but they just want to fuck you right now. And that goes both ways. And that's real talk. Anyone tell you different are lying. That's all I got to say.
They lying. Let's move forward. I ain't even going to add nothing to that.
You're gonna add something to the thing.
What?
Huh?
This is from Negative Birthday Boy. See, because it got like a little negative sign on it.
I saw what he did there. Probably didn't have too many characters.
I don't know.
No? Minus Birthday Boy? Negative? Same shit?
It says, I have a job interview this week.
Good for you.
Coming up. You probably already had it. This is late, but this maybe could help other people who are going to go on.
Or for future interviews.
Yeah. I really need some help, like with the questions they will be asking me and all that good stuff. Basically, when you go to job interviews, man, you got to be fake as fuck. Let's keep it real. You know, you can throw a little bit of yourself in there, but you got to be fake. You know, all smiles, like how you doing? You know, be very courteous, very polite. You know what I'm saying? Are you a hard worker? Oh, of course. You know what I mean? Anything they ask you, you know, it's like you know, make yourself seem like you the shit. Even though we all know it's not really true all the time. But make yourself seem like, yo, you are the shit. Like, you the best motherfucker. Like, they don't even need to hire nobody else. They be like, why should I hire you? That's a lot of questions that they ask. Well, I feel like I'll do the job, you know, to the best of my abilities. I'm a hard worker. You know, if you need me to come in, you know, even on my days off, you know, I'm down. I live close, even though you don't. You could say that because it sound good. You know what I'm saying? So little shit like that, they love the little brownie points. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, like, oh, I'm a hard worker, blah. I learn fast. You know, little stupid shit like that. They love that shit. So yeah, lie your ass off. Do your thing.
I mean, there's many different types of interviews. I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna be based on, you know, what industry you're going to be in. If you're just going to have some type of rinky-dink job, there's not a lot of thought process to put into that. But if you're obviously going to like a respectable company, something that obviously has growth potential, there's a lot of things that they may ask you. In most cases, when you're dealing with like big organizations, they're going to ask you, what would you do in this situation? Or if you've ever been in this situation, how did you handle it? So they're asking you real life scenarios and how you were able to handle it. Because your reaction and your response and how you respond in total and overall paints a picture of what kind of employee you're going to be. Because they're going to want to know that if I hire you and if you're in a situation that's similar to this, how are you going to be able to overcome the obstacle or how are you going to be able to solve the problem? A lot of situations are going to be thrown at you that way. Another thing you want to do that's very key is that people are always quick to jump to answer questions. If somebody's going to ask you a question, take your time to answer it. For instance, ask me a question.
Why should I hire you? You're fired. See, you took too long though. So like,
then you got to go to the unemployment line.
All right, go ahead.
And then there's a period. Obviously, I probably took too long because obviously I was overdoing it. I was like, we'll be back right after this episode.
Like, you all right?
Give yourself about 5 to 7 seconds to be like, process the question, breathe, and then you respond. By doing that, it's showing that you're confident. You're really thinking about what you want to say because think about it. It's your first impression matters a lot, especially if you're trying to go on a date or impress somebody. You want to believe wholeheartedly that they need you more than you need them. With that approach, you're good. I think that'll take you far.
That was deep right there. That was deep, man. Like, you got the job. Like, I ain't even hiring or nothing, but yo, you got the job. Son.
Cut the check.
You got the job. Take my advice with a grain of salt. Whether you use it or not, hey, that's your call. I never said I give good advice. Matter of fact, I give hood advice.